Hello, everyone. Welcome to this collective reading for the remainder of October. I'm just going to get started with a little bit of agua de Florida. Let's cleanse this energy. And then I've got some Palo Santo here burning, raising our energy up. Just trust that the Florida water will make its way exactly where you're meant to be, where it is meant to be, and as will the Palo Santo. Thank you, Sacred Palo Santo. Now, I decided to do a collective reading because you probably noticed if you are a return watcher that I've been a little absent throughout September and October. We had a big move in August and just some really big unexpected challenges that took a long time. And I decided that before I started filming the November videos, I'd do this collective reading. And I found it so interesting. As soon as I picked up my deck, the card that was at the bottom was a card that I had pulled earlier this week for the members of the Nourish Your Temple program. That's my 16-week program. And I've used this deck multiple times since then. And for that card to be at the bottom of the deck, I always feel like for me as a reader, when I leave a message at the bottom of the deck, that it is meant to be read the next time that I use that deck. So I just find that so crazy. And that card is the journey card, okay? So the journey card, this tells us that whatever it is that you're going through right now, whatever challenge you're facing, that there are gifts, there are lessons that you're meant to learn. And, you know, I was thinking about like, how am I going to portray this message? Like what's coming to me as I think about how this is connecting to the collective, to each and every one of you who are going to be watching this video. And I think the easiest way to do that is to, you know, talk about how this is affecting me. And it's going to be different for everybody, right? But I know that in storytelling, that's a great way to get across what's going on. So for myself, I can't divulge too much in the details, but we had a major unexpected renovation. We purchased a house that was move-in ready. When we saw it, when we inspected it, it was move-in ready. And then we got here and it was not move-in ready. We could not unpack. We could not put our stuff in here. It was horrendous. It took us almost 2 months to rectify it. We tried to fix it first. And once we realized it wasn't fixable, then we realized it had to be replaced. And it just took so long. We had another issue as well. We now are the proud owners of an acreage and 74 chickens. And when we went into the chicken coop, we realized that the chicken coop also hadn't been taken care of. We had to completely gut it. And I mean, I am new to being a chicken mama. I'm new to being a homesteader for sure, but I've been researching for a couple of years and I understand there's different deep litter methods where you don't have to clean the chicken coop all the time, but this was not that, okay? If you are watching my shorts and you're watching my TikToks, you've probably seen these videos. There was literal chicken poop up to my knees, you guys. So I'm sitting here thinking about, okay, this challenge that's been going on for 2 months. And in the midst of all of this, my husband's going through a health crisis. Like, what is this supposed to be teaching me? And I mean, think about the chicken poop, right? Like, what's the energy of chicken poop? It's that ammonia. And what does ammonia spiritually signify? That signifies major purification, major cleansing. And I can see now that in order to really be able to put my energy into this home, we had to do those renovations in order to really get the energy of the previous owners out of here and out of the chicken coop. We had to do these deep, unexpected cleansings. And of course, there's always a deep cleansing that happens when you move. And in fact, we did actually write it into the contract that they were to have a professional cleaning and that they were to have a professional carpet cleaning as well. But that didn't even cut it. Unfortunately. So this to me, the lesson is like, hey, cleanse. Purify. And it's taken me a long time to really solidify this lesson into my day-to-day. I mean, I have been teaching spirituality for half a decade. I have been hosting retreats and doing healing sessions and working with clients and working with mentors. And I have had a lot of tough lessons along the way of like, cleanse your energy, not just the energy of my physical body, my energy body, my aura, but absolutely the energy of my home as well. Many of you know that I train in Peruvian shamanism. through the Caro traditions, one of the Caro traditions, I should say. And my teacher likes to say that the Caro people believe that Westerners are disgusting because they consider energetic hygiene just as important as spiritual hygiene. So therefore, not smudging your home on a regular basis is like not cleaning your home on a regular basis. Some people never smudge their home. They live in their homes for years and years and they never once smudge them. That's like never cleaning your home. So that being said, the house is now almost completed with the renovations. Almost, we're just about there. And I have been very consistent with keeping the energy hygiene of this house really up. And that is helping so much with getting back settled into things, with getting back into the groove of things, and overall feeling better. So I hope that that helps you really kind of see like what way the challenges that you're facing right now are actually lessons and actually gifts that are really meant to help you at this point in your journey. I mean, I needed that reminder that like deep purification, deep cleansing is the utmost of importance. I mean, I feel like sometimes I'm beating a dead horse when I tell my clients energy hygiene, energy hygiene, energy hygiene, do it all day, every day. But it's so important for those of us who are open, for those of us who are in touch with our spiritual gifts, for those of us who consider ourselves empaths. We've got to be cleansing our energy. Otherwise, we're going to be absorbing other people's energy. Other people's energy is going to be affecting us. And I can't have the energy of someone who maybe doesn't care a lot about their home or care a lot about cleanliness or things like that, because that is going to affect my energy in a way that I do not want it to be affected. Because let's be real, at the end of the day, our outer world is a direct reflection of what's going on the inside, as within, so without, right? We're all mirrors for each other. Our environment is a mirror for us as well. I feel like I was meant to share this story because although we're talking about how your current specific situation, your current circumstances are here to teach you a lesson, I feel like this is an important lesson for a lot of us, the circumstances that I'm going through, that what's going on the outside is a reflection of what's happening in your inner world. And it was chaos there for a while. It was absolute chaos going through all these renos, and we had to move 3 times. We couldn't line up the dates. So we had to move out of our old house into storage, into a temporary place, into this place. It was chaos, absolutely. But, I don't want my house to be unclean. Once upon a time it was. When I was a young mom, my place was untidy, unclean all the time. And I was so proud of like, oh, well, your house is messy. It must mean your kids are having a good time. They have a, happy mom, blah, blah, blah. Not the case at all. Actually, that was just my way of excusing the fact that I was just in utter chaos in here. And then the utter chaos was showing as a reflection in my outer world, right? Now I actually enjoy cleaning and it doesn't take that much time. I'm like, wow, how could I never find time for this before? It's not that big of a deal. Like, I come in here, I close the office door, I go out there, I pick everything up off the floor, I turn the robot vacuum on, and then I come in here and I do my work and my floor is being vacuumed while I am doing my work. Now, not everybody has a robot vacuum, but I'm just saying, there's definitely something here with some of you really gaining a new perspective by looking at what's going on in your outer world and how is that a reflection of what's happening in the inner world. Now, I was shuffling earlier before I started into that, and I am getting this karma card, and whoa, like, what is the karma card all about? Like, if somebody does you wrong, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, because karma is going to play out for them. You don't have to try. You just have to trust that karma will play out. So thank you, universe, for taking care of it. If you are involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness, we are in Libra season. I mean, at the time of filming this, we're in Libra season. I know we're going to be in Scorpio season in just a moment here. But at the moment, we are in Libra season. That is all about balance and justice and fairness. And it feels to me like if there is something going on in your life where you've been wronged by someone, it is going to be balanced out. You don't have to worry about it, okay? You don't have to worry about it at all. The scales are tipping in your favor, I just heard. The scales are tipping in your favor. And hey, I can resonate with this one as well. We're going to have to wait and see how this all pans out. What else does the collective need to know? Now, if you are resonating with this message so far, then this message is for you. If you're not resonating with it, that's okay. I'm going to be filming the astrological signs here for November. So check out those videos over the next couple of days, and perhaps you will resonate with the message that is for your sun sign, for your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus, or anywhere else in your chart that you feel like watching for. If you are resonating with it, though, I'll pull a few more messages here to give you a little bit more clarity on what's to come for the remainder of October. Remember, the veil is getting its thinnest. It will be at its thinnest on October 31st. And then shortly after that, we've got a full moon on November 5th. And then we've got the 11/11 portal on 11/11. So lots of auspicious cosmic events here to support us, which is a really beautiful thing. Again, if you are resonating with this message, I'd appreciate if you hit that like button. Again, I took a little hiatus there for a second, so the algorithm is not going to be favoring me for the next moment, but if you like this video, the more people will see it, so I'd really appreciate that. Let me know down below in the comments if this was speaking to you as well, and if you're not already subscribed, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It is the easiest and the most free way to help support the channel. And you know, there's other ways as well. I do one-on-one readings, and I've got a monthly membership program where we get together at least twice a month, once for a guided ceremony, a shamanic journey, and once for a group reading where we get a little bit of one-on-one time. And then my 16-week programs are pretty incredible as well. But enough of all that stuff. Let's get back into the messages here. What else does the collective need to hear for the remainder of October? I'm getting universal banks. So everything that you need to thrive is already here. It's already available to you. You've already got access to it. I have a feeling a lot of you are already in touch with your intuitive gifts, or if you're not really clear on what your intuitive gifts are, they are there. You may not be completely connected to them. So for example, I know a lot of my clients, they have clairaudience, they can hear spirit, but sometimes it's not clear to them. They're like, oh, I don't know what my gift is. And, you know, we do a reading, we find out, oh, it's clairaudience. And they're like, but I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't hear spirit. But then we'll be talking and they'll tell me about, oh, I was just thinking about this thing. And it's like, no, I actually don't think you were thinking that at all. It doesn't seem to me like it came from your head. It seems to me like that was a message from spirit. Are you sure you didn't hear it? And they're like, you know what, actually, now that you say that, I think that did sort of come from like my ear area, not necessarily my head area, or maybe it came from like outside of me. And again, that's your clairaudience. And that's just one example. There's lots of ways that your intuition can be speaking to you. A lot of us get like truth bumps, I call them goosebumps, but like truth bumps, right? When we sense spirit, or when somebody says something that just resonates so deeply, it's like the spirit is giving us that confirmation that yes, 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 that's it. Of course, we could be seeing angel numbers. We could be getting messages in our dreams. If you're not meditating already, definitely recommend that. Start yourself a meditation practice rather. That's going to really, really help you connect in with your own intuition, your spirit guides and allies. As I mentioned earlier, energy hygiene is huge. Like for myself, I like to light a white candle. I like to smudge the space, smudge myself. I like to put up protection, cleanse, ground, protect my energy. My 3 steps of energy hygiene: cleanse, ground, protect your energy before I go into a meditation, and then just be open to whatever messages that are coming through. Or sometimes I'll have a specific intention. So if you are going through this challenge where karma is needing to be served, apparently, this card is saying that the answers are already here. What I like to do often is when I'm trying to work through a challenge, or I need some answers around something, is I'll go on a journey asking spirit, or go into a meditation asking spirit for specific details about my specific circumstances. Like, how do I do this? Or what is the best next step to take to do that? Or I'm going on a journey to receive spirit assistance to heal from this, or to release that, or whatever the case may be. So this is definitely saying that you've got the ability to tap into all of these gifts, all of these experiences, and that's going to really help you with experiencing the highest outcome, And I like to be specific as well. Like, I am going on a journey to receive guidance and clarity on how to achieve the highest outcome of all with harm to none in such and such experience, or such and such circumstance, whatever the case is there. Let's pull two more here, okay? What's a blind spot, okay? Let's look at a blind spot for the collective here. What are they not aware of in this situation? Whatever this situation is. I know what it is for me. Okay, what is in the blind spot, please? Okay, reconciliation. So yeah, again, what did I just say? This is about like not just the greatest good of all, but with harm to none. With harm to none. That was key. I said that, and then I get the reconciliation. So whatever relationship this is around, the relationship can be saved, okay? The relationship can be saved. There is definitely something here worth saving, it feels like. And that's in your blind spot because maybe you feel like, no, a bridge is burned, we're done, this person is unforgivable. Forgiveness is really not about the other person at all. It's about ourselves and giving ourselves the peace and the freedom of not living in the energy of resent, because that's the opposite of forgiveness, right? Is resent. When we choose not to forgive someone, then we're choosing to hang out in the energy of resent. And when we're thinking about like what it is that we want to manifest into our lives, well, I mean, we can only manifest that which we're a vibrational match to, right? So if we're hanging out in this energy of resent, which is like not a really nice energy, it's really heavy, it's really dense, right? Then how can we manifest these beautiful experiences that are so light, that are so loving and freeing when we're heavy and dense? So I would definitely encourage you to look at forgiveness, not necessarily for the other person involved here, but for yourself, to give yourself that freedom, that peace of like, hey, I don't want to waste my time or energy letting people live rent free in my mind because I'm choosing not to forgive them. And then what is one final message that will help the collective experience the highest outcome for all involved with harm to none, please? With harm to none. Let's be very specific about that here. Okay, I'm getting inner child. So there's definitely some wound energy here. And again, that ties it right back to the beginning message about the journey. So you're learning that whatever circumstances you're going through right now, there's a lesson in it. And the reason that lesson keeps replaying over and over and over again, it's like, the girl who always chooses the guys who are abusive. It's like, well, same situation, basically same guy, but different name, right? Different guy, but really the same guy. And it's because that wound is not healed. So it's always going to be attracting the same circumstances. So this lesson is going to keep coming up in different ways. And again, I can see that for myself when it comes to really getting clear about like, I have got to like make sure that energy hygiene is number one importance, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Because when you're working with a lot of people, you're picking up a lot of stuff, right? And then moving into somebody else's house, all their energy is here. That was particularly triggering for me because 2 days after we moved in here, I got a message from the people who purchased my house and they were like, so can you tell me what's the key to the energy of this house? I want to make this house feel like it did when you lived in it. Like, so burn some incense, use some essential oils. There's lots of ways. But again, this is all surrounding a wound. So what is the wound that's coming up for you? What is the wound? So I know for myself, when it comes to energy cleansing, it's because I had to learn to be an empath when I was young. I had to learn to be an empath. I had to learn to read people's energy. I had to learn to know if it was safe, if it was safe to be myself, or if I had to tiptoe around, if you don't want to poke the bear, right? So you got to just tiptoe and be quiet and try not to make a peep. But if everything's cool, then okay, now I can be myself. So, I really learned how to absorb other people's energy. I was really in touch with my intuitive gifts as a child. And I didn't realize that as an adult, that was going to completely drain me, right? So there's something here for myself around, feeling safe and not having to worry about other people's energy. And again, cleansing my energy from other people. But there's something here for you as well. Now, I would like to end this reading off with an angel number. This is the angel number deck by Mystic Michaela. I just got this as a birthday gift. For those of you that aren't aware, I just had my 40th solar return last month in September. So that was really exciting. And we got this beautiful deck from a friend. And on the bottom, we've got Creative Flow, 8 5, 7. Okay, so we'll get into that creative flow. You're ready. Your angels are telling you that creative flow of ideas is coming in fast now. There's a lot being fed to you, and it's not essential that you remember or absorb it all right now. Instead, sit quietly in meditation for a few minutes and write down anything that comes up. Continue to write things down throughout the day. And I feel that one myself as well. I mean, here I am filming this video after taking a little bit of a hiatus away from filming, and I feel like one of these 3 is for us. Okay, so look at that. Oh my gosh, 154 personal journey. We started with the journey, we ended with the journey. So if you've been seeing 154, major confirmation here for you. If you haven't, you're seeing it right now. 154, okay. And this is personal journey. Valuable lessons have been learned. Your angels are proud of your personal journey of self-truth and personal responsibility. This journey is a result of your choosing to learn valuable lessons from past mistakes. Write a list of what has changed or what you have changed in your life since learning valuable lessons. So really, really tap into what's going on here underneath this challenge that you're experiencing. What is the lesson for you? Is it boundaries? I feel like that's going to be it for a lot of you. Is it saying no when you really want to say no and saying yes when you really want to say yes? Because so many of us are people pleasers, right? So many of us have, been conditioned and really use people pleasing as a coping mechanism and a mechanism of safety and protection, right? Like we don't want to upset anyone. We don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to seem like we're the problem. And, this has been coming up over and over and over again. It's like when you go to a restaurant and somebody gets your food wrong and you're paying for that food. So you're like, it's actually not what I ordered. Like, let's say you ordered the salmon and they give you the chicken and you have to be like, excuse me, I actually ordered the chicken or I ordered the salmon, you give me the chicken. And they're like, oh, well, the chef's going to have to cook it again. It's going to be a while. Like making it seem like you're a problem when all you really did was tell them that they made a mistake. You're not the problem, okay? You're not the problem. People in our life tend to do this to us as well. We are biting for connection. We're just explaining to them how we're feeling or what we're going through or what we're sensing or a concern that we might have, and they turn it around and make us the problem. So for some of us, this lesson that we're meant to learn here is about standing in our truth and setting boundaries, even when it's uncomfortable, because we ordered the salmon, right? We didn't order the chicken. So why are we all of a sudden the problem? I hear that song by Taylor Swift, like, hey, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. No, I'm not the problem. I ordered the salmon and you gave me the chicken. You're the problem. You are the problem. But so many people are just not used to people having boundaries and people standing in their truth, and people expect that a lot of us don't want to rock the boat. So this message is for some of you. You'll have to let me know if you are resonating with that, because I feel like that message is for a specific group of people. All right. I really hope that you enjoyed this collective reading. I am going to get the November Oracle card readings out for each of the signs over the next few days. So please make sure you check those out for your sun, your moon, your rising. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.